for tonight's game between the Guardians. See, I almost said the Indians. You know, guys, I was listening again to the radio yesterday, and the Astros announcer said Indians on a couple different occasions. No one corrected him, and you know, I don't know. I just feel like saying Indians as well too. It's kind of inbred. I don't know. I don't
Can
view
they
it
say tribe? I mean, would there be such thing as a
I'm
tribe
sorry.
of?
I mean, I don't view it as disrespectful. I don't think anybody views it as disrespectful. They've been called this forever, and they had a chance to change the name, 10 years ago when this was kind of, a hot topic or avant-garde. Whatever, Cleveland, let's call it. But at any rate, the Astros minus 200, and and this line it opened at 170 last night. Already got bet up, and like with a lot of these lines, 8.5 is the total here. Either way, minus 110. Base winner, some thoughts.
Well, I want to know, could there be when you call the team from Cleveland, if you refer to them as a tribe, could there be a tribe of guardians? That's my philosophical question for everybody.
This has to do about the bridge, guarding the bridge and the bridge over there in Cleveland. This is, if you do some homework on that, I think that's where.
So they're like statues. Are they statues? Or are they replicas of actual things? I mean,
Jeff is probably better, this because he's into architecture and this sort of thing. And Jeff said that Cleveland is a very underrated city. I've never really spent much time there except maybe the tarmac at the airport in the snowstorm. So I don't know. I mean, Nadu probably has better Cleveland references. I know there's some good food spots there. I understand that. And I do want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Jeff, what's your take on the Guardians?
I think it's a dumb name. I don't understand it. I guess they kind of run out of things to call teams after a while. I don't know. I think as usual in our country, we're not uniformed and everything. So if you're gonna make a baseball team change a name, how come colleges still have?
Or the Atlanta Braves? Aren't they not referencing an Indian?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Let's get a hand in here, guys. Let's go. Guardians. 1, 2, 3. I mean, come on. Does that fire anybody up? I mean, it's like the Commanders now with Washington.
It's better
than
the Commanders.
We couldn't do better than that. Is that going to fire anybody up?
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't know. Anyway, Base winner, some thoughts on Cleveland, Houston.
Well, just from a pricing standpoint, I've got it priced at minus 175. So I guess it went through that number. The line went from minus 170 to minus 200. A couple of things that are really interesting to me. Cristian Javier, which I have 7% better than average. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh on the guy. He's got a 90% stuff plus. Compare that with Quantrill's 10% stuff plus. I don't know. I mean, so we got an edge in the stuff. Houston. I mentioned yesterday that they're bullpen first in swinging strike percentage, which is a go-to stat for me. So that's a big one for the Houston bullpen. I don't know. I think that at that price level, it's a no play for me. But I don't want to throw shade on your play, TC. I think that you got some good things going for you. The one thing that I think that I would look at with Javier is his location plus in the 32nd percentile. So maybe there's some concern with that. I know Cleveland has shown some good plate discipline. At least they did initially to start the year off. So maybe there's some concerns there. But I think that this team, when you look at the components, got a huge edge with Houston. Is it enough to justify minus 200? Well, for me personally, it's not.
Jeff?
I agree. I think that's kind of what I would have said as well. I mean, Javier's been solid. Look, I kind of see the Astros every game, and it's like, well, I get you're gonna play it, but it's like I really don't know what else to say with them.
Right.
That in this price range, I'm not playing it. I would look more towards a run line, really any level. And again, I'm not really. I'll admit, I'm not sure why you wouldn't play the run line whenever they play. They have a good offense. I just don't ever. I don't really ever understand why you would not take a run line in baseball. What's the point of laying 200? And do you really think they're just going to win by one run? I don't know. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, I'll go ahead and answer all that for you guys. So here's as you know, I played the run line yesterday because I looked at that matchup, especially coming off a loss. And I think I called it yesterday. I said they could get 8 to 13 runs. They got 7 yesterday. And today I looked at this game of maybe bouncing back on the run line. And I said, with Javier in this matchup, Astros have played a lot of one-run games, as we know. If you go back and look how many they've won, I very easily could play the run line today. But no, I have gotten beat when I played the run line by one-run games. And again, with those 8 at-bats. And again, I know a lot of people love, the easy target is, oh, I don't want to lay 200. I don't plan on losing. Okay. I don't plan on losing. That only hurts you if you lose. Houston's going to win today. I don't care if they win by 1 run, 2 runs, or 5 runs. And I'll tell you why they're going to win today. Today's a very happy day in Houston. Believe it or not, this has been a goal day for them. They've circled this day on the calendar because they've been through this stretch of 33 games in 34 days, and today is the last day. They have this much needed off day tomorrow that Dusty and everyone has circled in the clubhouse there. It seems kind of crazy, but this is how you have to motivate your guys and manage your guys. It's like, guys, we have to get through this stretch. And even said it last night after the game, tomorrow's our day. So we're going to go out and win this game. We lost the last series. We're going to win this series. It's a point of emphasis to end this 33 games and 34 days that we had circled around the calendar. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Now we're at the end. We're going to win this series. Javier has given up a total of 1 total run in his last 4 home starts. A lot of zeros up there in 1 run. Got to ride the hot team. Quantrill has way too many walks. This guy is not a good pitcher. This is an important game for the Astros. Believe it or not, it's a regular season game. You get in the heads of these guys. They're motivated. They're healthy. The bats are on fire. They may win by 1 run today. They may win by 4, but I'm banking on a Houston win. And if I lose it, I'll lose it. But at least I know that I'm getting an A lineup out there today, and they're going to play hard, and they want to win this game, and they want to win the series. With Dusty's teams, winning series are very important. A lot of other managers don't stress that, but they want to win series. And it's a big stat for these guys. So anyway, I'm going with the Astros. You can lock me in for that. If you guys have any other feedback, then we can jump in here if you want. So if the price is 200, I'll lay it today. But yeah, I have no problem playing the run line, but I'd rather just be safe, I guess. That's my motto. Agree with it or not agree with it. I'm going to go with it.